Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 17 in our FTB Oceanblock series. You may notice that my diving gear has gotten a little fancy upgrade. I was messing around with some enchants. I got a bunch of mending books, so I put mending on our diving gear, which means that we don't have to keep making more diving gear. We can just repair it. So, in between episodes, I've done quite a few things. One was that I've almost finished our seed wall. But you can see that there is a few gaps early on. Most of the gaps are here at the end. And if we look at our seeds, this section is finished. This one, the only one missing, turtle seeds, because I haven't been able to find any turtles yet to get the resources I need to make turtle seeds. Here we have mana steel, which I need to get into Botania to make those seeds. So I actually have to make mana steel to make mana steel seeds. This one we're missing top graphite, which I need to get into immersive engineering to make. And here we're missing elementium, which is also a Botania thing, I believe. And we will get into that pretty soon. As far as these seeds go, these are the higher tier seeds. They require supremium, and I don't quite have enough supremium. We have been advancing the amount that we're making. I added a second field over here that I'm slowly expanding Imperium on. Oh, system must be clogged because all that Imperium is sitting. What is clogging up our system? Earth Essence. Okay, so Earth Essence has filled up. So we need to go to storage. Let's grab one of these. And then let's make a void upgrade. So Earth Essence, this drawer here. We'll add in one more emerald upgrade for now. And we'll put in void upgrade. That'll let it continue to fill up, but then it'll void once it hits the maximum. And we don't need a ton of that. I mean, we already have 268 stacks of it, which is fine. But so our Inferium field over here, I'm slowly expanding it. We have one plant sower that is covering this entire field on this side, and I'm just slowly expanding the farmland into Inferium farmland as we go, or Supremium farmland as we go. Right now we're at 4.5K Inferium again. It's building up slowly, but we're getting, every time we expand that field, it goes faster. So that's going to take some time. The main effort I'm working on right now is that I wanted to get, in order to do things like making queen slime, we actually have to make 4 queen slime ingots before we can do that. And in order to make queen slime, we have all the resources. What we don't have is blazing blood, which is what we need to do the higher tiered smelting in Tinkers. To do that, we have to capture a blaze. To capture a blaze, we have to go to the Nether. So I set up a couple of paintings. So in this pack, the way that we travel interdimensionally is through paintings. So I made a Nether painting and an end painting. And if we jump into those paintings, we go into those dimensions. In fact, we can take the rewards for those. That's under exploration. Those are the last 2 things we needed to do. So that gives us a manual and hammerhead. And a tectonic girdle. Sounds interesting. What do you do? +10 knockback resist. Why not? The way we make paintings, I'm going to show you here because I need to make a couple more. in order to make, we're going to make some overworld paintings so that we can get home. Overworld paintings are dirt, logs, and then I believe that they are done at low temperature, but I'm going to have to look. So if we look in here, search for painting. I was wrong. They're done at, oh yeah, they were done at low temperature, not no temperature. So we've already done the end, we've already done the nether. We need to make 2 of these. And the reason we need to make 2 of these is because when we get to the nether or the end, we want to have a way to come back home. So if we go in here, now we have 2 paintings, we'll bring those with us. Put one in the nether, and then when we eventually go to the end, we'll put it in there. In order to survive in the nether, I wanted to have some fire resistance. And so I was working on doing some enchants. I was thinking I could just do some regular armor with some enchants on it. And sometimes it's tricky when you have your jetpack on the turn. So instead of doing just regular vanilla enchants, I set up some enchanting things over here, and I've been messing around with them. So this one is a sorter. Oh, it looks like it's all jammed up. Need to work on putting back on our non-stackable sorter. Okay, we'll work on that in a little while. But so this sorter, it sorts out any item that is non-stack or that is not enchanted, and it sends it back into our system. And then any item that is enchanted that we get from our mob farm goes through here and goes up and over into this crate. And then we have a disenchanter here. So what we need is more books for that. I'll probably do that off camera, but see if I have any right now just to show you how it works. Let me put my paintings away. So let's see. Do we have any books? You can see we have gotten quite a few enchanted books from this system. And then what this does is it takes the enchant that's on this item, puts it onto a book, gives us back the regular item, and sends it on its way. We need to make more books so that we can keep processing items here, and we've been pulling the enchants off of it. So that's where we've gotten a lot of our mending books. That's where we've gotten a lot of other enchants. But while I was doing that, I decided I wanted to do armor in a slightly different way. And so I started working on plate armor from Tinkers. So the plate armor is made using cobalt and chains, and we have armor that we're able to upgrade using Tinker's Construct. And so then there's different modifiers we put on. The one for fire protection, we make seared reinforcement, which we take obsidian panes, and then we turn this off. It's done. We take obsidian panes and then we pour seared stone over it. It makes the seared reinforcements, which add fire protection. And then the iron reinforcements add reinforced, the trait, which is like unbreaking. And so basically all of this armor has fire protection and reinforced on it at different levels. And then feather falling was added using feathers. The way that we can add more upgrade slots on these armors is using music discs and crystals, and then mob heads is another one. Eventually it'll also be dragon heads once we get those. And that gives us more slots to add more upgrade. What we're going to do to them right now is just add 3 netherite nuggets. And all that does is it changes the color of the plate material to match the netherite. And I'm doing that just to signify that this is my fire protection armor. Because at some point I probably will make a general protection armor set for other situations. So these don't cost any upgrade slots. They also don't give us any stats. They just change it so that it looks like. So we're gonna take our diving gear off, put our armor on. We'll put our diving gear into our backpack. Why have a knockback 2 book in there? And we are going to head off into the Nether and see what we see. Let's put these 2 away. The other thing I want to grab, ender bag, so that while we're there, anything I have that we don't need is, or that we want to keep but we don't need to have on us there, can be sent back. Now, I have gone into the Nether once just to see what it's like. And when I was there, I forgot to take a painting, so I had to jump into the lava. So let's take a look at this together. So the area here is very much, hoping I got my ender pouch back. Basically, when I got here before and realized I couldn't get home, I threw everything in my ender pouch and jumped into lava. And then before I did, I threw my ender pouch on the ground here, figuring I'll grab it when I come back. Okay. So as far as painting goes, we want to get this set back up. I don't think this is going to be enough space. I just didn't bring enough blocks. Let's see. Put it here. There we go. So if we jump back into there, we'll get back into our overworld, which is fine. We brought an obsidian boat so we can explore a little bit. And we have our jetpack so we can get up to check things out. What we're here for is to look for, just to kind of explore for now. I want to find a way to get a large amount of blazes, because that will help us with our efforts. So hopefully if we can find a blaze spawner, that'd be okay. This is funny. Every time they target me, they set themselves on fire. Let's see what we have in here. Interesting. They use the traps. We have the skeleton spawner up there. Lots and lots of skeletons have spawned down here, which is fine. Let's use, ooh, taking a lot of damage. Get my health back up. And then I brought in my necrotic bone cleaver. I got this as a reward. It has Severing 2 on it. It's not fully upgraded, but it has a higher chance to give us mob heads, which is one of the things that we're after. And so we're going to use it to kill some of these skeletons, hopefully, and get some heads. Chances aren't great, so we have to kill a lot of them to get them for now. Eventually, we will increase the amount of necrotic or severing that we have on it. But to do that, we need to get necrotic bones from wither skeletons. So get our health back up here again. So as far as getting heads, it might be worth our time to just create an area around this spawner that traps our skeleton friends in. And then we could just sit here till our heart's delight and whack our skeletons with a severing cleaver and get their heads. So that's something we may do in the future. Ooh, I'm almost dead. But let's kind of, I'll leave the boat there. They can have it. I don't need it. The jetpack. There's another structure here that has a ghast on the top. Let's see. We're just going to head north so that we can just head south back. But it looks like it's pretty much an endless nether ocean. Ooh, a slime island. That's great. We do want to get the saplings from this, so let's work on that quick. One of the things that we wanted to get while we were here. I don't know if we can get saplings from the leaves. We have to wait for them to despawn, or if we have to craft. Oh, look at my axe. I was not super prepared as far as my tools go. I was so busy focusing on armor that I forgot about. Okay, so let's check out the saplings for... Oh, it doesn't look like there is one for the nether. That's interesting. What do we use the... Looks like it's used in a few recipes. We can craft them, or craft magma creams using them. Is there a way to craft this? Oh. Interesting. Well, we might as well grab a bunch of it then, since we don't have a way to grow it. Just put it in our ender pouch. Or later. So this stuff away. These I'm going to put away. I just had them there to demonstrate. Apply directly to the wither. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's go one more island north and then we'll head back. And do some tool repair. So I forgot that. This one looks pretty big. Let's see what that is. This is one of those big glass domes. That's probably going to have a lot of stuff in it. Let's come in from the top. Let's see what that is. What kind of spawner are you? Wither skeleton spawner. That's good. Very helpful. Oh, and there's blaze there too, so there's a blaze spawner under. Excellent. I do not want to fight him at the moment. I'd rather come in and get the spawner. So now we know where we have them. Wither skeleton blaze. Perfect. All right, let's head back and go back to the overworld, do a little bit more preparation, and then we'll come in. My goal is to hopefully grab the spawners. I think that I can do that with cardboard box from Mechanism and take the spawners back with us to the overworld where we can set up a place to get. We don't need to set them up for long. We just need to have a way to get them trapped in mob imprisonment tools, and then we can clone them. Or we may set them up as a farm so that we have a way to generate some... that's not good. Flew into that painting and nothing. There we go. Maybe it's because my jetpack was on, so it was confused. Okay, so there's that. We know what we want to get in the Nether, so that gives us some plans. While we're doing this, I'm going to quickly put some of this stuff away. Let's check out the end. Ooh, it's pretty. I knew at the better end it would be. Let's put our painting up right here. That's our way home. And the end is an endless ocean, apparently. Interesting. Instead of being a void, an ocean. We got the Ender Dragon like normal. With all of our different pillars. We're not going to fight him at the moment. We will soon. Things are pretty here. All right, let's go back down. I just wanted to pop in and check it out. Dragon doesn't seem to want to be spawning correctly. There he is. He is. Okay, so let's just head home. Oh, that's what the heck happened there. Dragon just teleport me? Go home. So now we know we can get into the Nether and the end. Finish this quest line for exploration. Everything is done in there. So I'm going to do some little prep now that I have an idea of what we're going to be dealing with in Nether and the end. And then we'll head in and we'll get the things that we're looking for. The goal is to make a couple of cardboard boxes because we can use them to pick up entities, which means we can pick up the 2 spawners that we found in Nether. So we're just breaking down some wood products in the elite sawing factory, and that gives us cardboard sawdust, which we can use to make cardboard boxes. So if we come over here, cardboard boxes are really simple. Just 4 pieces of sawdust. There we go. Got ourselves 2 cardboard boxes. So we're going to head back into the Nether. We're going to check out those spawners and see if we can't get them come back home with them. So we just headed to the north. Oops. Having your jetpack turned on is a good idea when you're trying to fly over lava. I think I have fire protection armor on. Okay, so I want to come in from the top to try to eliminate too much spawning. Let's see if this works. So all that does is now the cardboard boxes have spawners inside of them, and then when I place them down, I can take the cardboard box off, and I have their contents, which means that I can use them in. Oh, I must have still had from exploration that wasn't done. Oh, a red barrel. I didn't even see it. There we go. Now we have finished that chapter. And I thought there must be something we were missing because it didn't give it to us earlier. Another trinket that we didn't have. Trinket we didn't have. Excellent. All right, so we'll head back, and we're gonna work on setting up a spawn room for wither skeletons and blazes, so that we can get heads from them. And also, I want to capture one of the blazes to use them to make blazing blood. The goal is to make a couple of cardboard boxes because we can use them to pick up entities, which means we can pick up the 2 spawners that we found in Nether. So we're just breaking down some wood products in the elite sawing factory, and that gives us cardboard sawdust, which we can use to make cardboard boxes. So if we come over here, cardboard boxes are really simple. Just 4 pieces of sawdust. There we go. Got ourselves 2 cardboard boxes. So we're gonna head back into the Nether. We're gonna check out those spawners and see if we can't get them come back home with us. So we just headed to the north. Oops. Having your jetpack turned on is a good idea when you're trying to fly over lava. I think I have fire protection armor on. Okay, so I want to come in from the top to try to eliminate too much spawning. Let's see if this works. So all that does is now the cardboard boxes have spawners inside of them, and then when I place them down, I can take the cardboard box off, and I have their contents, which means that I can use them in... Oh, I must have still had from exploration that wasn't done. Oh, a red barrel. I didn't even see it. There we go. Now we have finished that chapter. And I thought there must be something we were missing because it didn't give it to us earlier. Another trinket that we didn't have. All right, so we'll head back and we're gonna work on setting up a spawn room for wither skeletons and the blazes so that we can get heads from them. And also I want to capture one of the blazes to use them to make blazing blood. I made a pretty simple spawning area here for our wither and our blaze. I was kind of trying to go with something that looked like the blaze spawners in the Nether fortresses, but I'm just not feeling super inspired this morning, so I'm going to work on it some more later. But basically all this is it's a little 9x9 room. I put in some vector plates in the floor so that it moves the mobs around, and I just wanted to do something different since we used fans before, and that pushes all of the mobs that spawn in there, mostly withers and blaze from the spawners, but since it's dark we still get some other random ones, into this little 1x1 chamber here. And then we can sit here with our cleaver and just go to town, take them out, and they can't see us, so they can't hurt us, so it's no problem at all. And then as soon as we get them all killed, the spawner spawns some more in and fills the chamber back up. You can see we already got one wither skeleton skull out of the deal. And our goal here is to take this cleaver and use what we've gotten from here to upgrade it so that it has more severing on it so that we can increase it. So let's see. Looks like I have enough to do 1 level right now, so I can demonstrate it. Put my jetpack back so I can get out of here. And we'll make that a little nicer later. So, to increase the severing on the bone cleaver, it's pretty simple. We just take the cleaver, and this cleaver has severing 2. I got this from a reward, or from a loot chest, I mean. So, it already has severing 2. But so we take 2 necrotic bones, take 1 piece of TNT, and we take 1 piece of copper. And that's how we get severing 3. You can see that there's 1 more upgrade slot on it, so we can go 1 more level. And then after that, we're going to be out of upgrades. So if we want to go to severing 5, we need another upgrade. one of the things we can do is use a mob skull and put it on. Now you can see we have another upgrade here, which means one more level. And that brings us up to severing 5. Now the other things that we have access to that will allow us to increase the number of upgrade slots is that we have music discs that we've gotten from loot chests, and we'll have to go get more of those. And we have some end crystals that we've crafted. So if we come back over here and we take our cleaver, we add an end crystal to it, and we add a music disc to it, you can see that the music disc added Harmonious, giving us another upgrade. Recapitated is from adding the head, and Resurrected is from adding the end crystal. So that gave us a total of 3 extra upgrade points. Now we have 2 more that we can use. Fortunately, at the moment, I only have 2 necrotic bones, but we can put 1 more on it. That brings us all the way up to severing 6. But now, if we take this back up to our spawn room, and we use it to attack some more. There's a spider in there? Oh dear. We'll have to deal with that. But now, since we have a higher level of severing, you can see, you can already see we're getting more heads. So in just that short period of time, I got 1 blaze head and 2 wither skeleton skulls. I also got 2 more necrotic bones, so I'll be able to add another level of severing. Next thing I want to grab here, let's get rid of these wither skeletons. I want to grab this blaze. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Give me a blaze. Put him in here. I've already marked the spot where I need to go here to get in here. If we drop the blaze into here. Oh no, I don't have any blocks. Let's just put some ethereal glass here at the moment. That blaze is now inside of our spawner. He's taking damage from the lava. And as he does that, he fills the smeltery up with blazing blood. So our goal is to get another blaze spawner that we can use to set up a secondary smeltery that all it does is takes the blazes as they spawn and it gets the blazing blood from them so that we can collect it and use it to power this smeltery so that we can do advanced smeltering like the queen slime that we were showing earlier. We'll use the blazing blood as fuel in order to make things like queen slime. So I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. I know it was just kind of a quick exploration to the Nether, and we'll definitely get more into that as we go. And I'll probably do a lot more work on probably moving this to a proper location and getting it a little more decorated. But for now, we're going to call it a day, and we'll get some work done on getting the heads that we need to do more upgrades and get the blazing blood we need so that we can continue on with our progress in finishing out getting all of our seeds from our mystical agriculture. But I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.